Hello everyone, this is Priyansu Chopra, Assistant Professor of Suresh Gyan University. Today we will going to talk about the dynamic property of soil, like soil consistency. So let's see what is a soil consistency. First, we start from a dynamic properties of soil. So, when a certain force acts on a body, the forces do not produce any bodily motions, but produce a relatively displacement of particles of the body and resulting and change of a shape or a size or both of the body. Physical behavior of soils to an applied force is an dynamic properties. So these properties include a soil consistency, crusting, compactions, strength, and permeability. So first one is soil consistency. Again, I repeated a soil's response to a mechanical forces important to an engineering purpose, like resistance to rupture and plasticity and stiffness. Soil consistency is the resistance of soil to deformation or rupture under applied pressure. Soil consistency is important for a tillage operations and engineering purpose. The force of cohesions and adhesions acting within the soil are responsible of soil consistency. This force undergo change in soil with a soil wetness. Therefore, a soil consistency is expressed with a reference to a soil moisture content. A soil may be hard when dry, favorable and moist and plastic when wet. Apart from soil moisture, other factors affecting a consistency are type of clay. Soil consistency change with the type of clay. For example, soil with Mont Morillonite having a large specific surface or surface area has higher consistency than a colonite. Texture. Texture with increase in fineness of the particles, soil consistency increases. Organic matter has more cohesion than sand and silt but less than clay. Structure. Puddled soil has more consistency than a well aggregate one because of large area of contact between the individual particles. Saxo oxide and calcium carbonate presence of these materials increase the soil consistency. Form of soil consistency: hard or harsh consistency. Hard or harsh consistency is observed in dry soil. At low moisture content, the soil become very hard and coherent due to cohesive force between a dried particle. Soft and favorable consistency. This observed in a moist soil as moisture content increase, water molecule are absorbed on the surface of the soil particles and result in decreasing the coherence between the particles. The soil mass becomes a favorability characteristic sticks the easy of a breakdown of soil, the range of soil moisture content under a favorable condition is the optimum for tillage operation. Plastic consistency. The observation observed in a wet soil can be molded into any desirable shape, which is retained even after the applied pressure is removed. Sticky consistency is observed in a very wet soil. In very wet conditions, soil sticks to a various object. The moisture content at which soil cases to stick to any other object is called a sticky point. Soil plasticity. Soil plasticity is a property which enable of a clay soil to take up water off from the mass that can be deformed into any shape and maintain the shape even after the deformations pressure is removed. Soil when less than Soil with less than 50% clay do not exhibit a plasticity in any moisture range. The amount of clay, however, depends on the type of the clay and the organic matter content of soil. The plate-like shape of clay particles are binding and lubricating effect of absorbed water provide a plasticity of soil. Next one is a index of a plasticity. Plasticity is exhibited over the range of moisture content referred to as a plasticity limits. Uh, there are three indices of a plasticity. Lower plasticity limit of plastic limit. The plastic limit is the lowest moisture content at which the soil can be deformed without a cracking. It is the upper limit of moisture content for tillage operation for most crops expert rice, except rice. Tillage operation in soil at moisture content above a plastic limit result in a simmering and a puddling of the soil. Upper plastic liquid limit. The liquid limit is the moisture content at which the soil ceases to be plastic. It becomes a semi-fluid and tends to flow like a liquid under of applied pressure. This limit is used for the classification of soil engineering purpose. The apparatus used for determine the liquid limit is liquid limit device. Is that name is cas- Determining the liquid limit is liquid limit device a Casagrande apparatus. A plasticity index the difference in the moisture content between a upper and lower plastic limit is that a range of the moisture content over which is the soil remains plastic, and it is called a plastic index. Moisture soil with expanding types clay as a high liquid limit and the plasticity index. Soil with a high plastic index are difficult to plow. The plasticity index also gives indications of compressibility. The greater the plasticity index, the greater is the soil compressibility. Shrinkage characteristics, liquid limit, plastic limit, and different density of soil are called index of properties of soil. By engineer, soil engineer usually determine the ultrabag limits of predicting a suitability of soil for a different construction purpose. Soil with a plasticity index for a greater than a 25 result in poor roadbed or foundation. The expensiveness of the soil can be quantified as the coefficient of a linear extensibility. In short form, is called Cole. A sample of soil is a moisture to the its plastic limit and the molded into the shape of the bar with the length say LM. The bar of soil is then allowed to air dry, which shrinks to length say LD. The coal is the percent reduction in the length of the soil bar open shrinking. Coal is equal to Lm minus Ld upon a Lm into 100. Soil crusting. Soil crust is a thin compacted surface layer of higher bulk density than a soil immediately beneath with the form due to a dispersion of soil aggregates. Uh, as a result of the weighting of a impact of a raindrop and its subsequent subsequent rapid drying, the thickness of crust may vary from the to few centimeter depending upon the amount and the type of clay and silt content of the soil have a organic matter less than 1% are more prone of the crusting. Mechanical of the crust formations, the impact of the high intensity raindrop, sprinkle irrigation and integrates the surface soil aggregates. The disintegrated material displays into a suspension. Porous particles start to settle faster, but fine particles remain in a suspension for a longer period. As the water drains, as evaporates, clay particles settling on the top of porous particles from surface crust or dying due to a collaging of the macropores of the soil by displaced particles. The layer becomes a dense, reducing an infiltration of the water and exchange of gases through it. Upon drying, and this layer becomes hard, and its hardness strength increases. With a decrease in its moisture content, hardness of the soil crust also increase. With the increase in silica oxides, hydroxide of aluminum, iron, calcium carbonate, and silt content of the soil, the crusting is more severe in the porous and the medium textured soil with a weaker aggregates than it is the fine textured soil. Adverse effect of crusting are the apparent mainly in germination and emergence of plant. Seedling, however, such effect depends on the crust strength and thickness, emergence force of the seedling, and management practices. Resowing of poorly germinate crops waste money on seed and labors and in and the cost of production. Soil crust reduce infiltration ratio into the soil and increase the runoff loss. The exchange of gases between a soil and the atmosphere become a slow or even cases. Crust strength is measured by the models of a rapture test or in terms of the resistance to penetration of the penetrometer. The maximum crust strength of a sandy loam soil in a arid and semi-arid region can be about at a 3.5 kg centimeter cube and thickness of about 3 mm. The emergence force of some of the crops are permalate emergence force 2.0 kg centimeter inverse cotton 3.0 mung bean 3.2 custard bean 3.8 and maize 16.0. So thus is the sandy loam soil of a arid and semi-arid region. Crust could be the limiting factor for the emergence of permalate cotton mung bean but not for custard bean and maize. Management of soil crusting. Soil crusting can be minimized by a vegetation mulching, applying a FIM straw at a rate 30 to 50 kg per hectare on seed line immediately after sowing of crop to protect the soil from raindrop impact, reddish sowing of the crops and also be helpful for the better emergence of the seedling. If the soil crust is formed, it can be immediately scrapped with the tint to ensure a better crop emergence. Addition of organic matter and use of a certain soil condition can also reduce the clay dispersion and crust formation. Light irrigation after the crust formation can help is germination of the seed so sown. Now is the soil compaction is the process of increasing bulk density and reducing pore volume as a result of the applied pressure. It lead to destruction of large pores, rearrangement of the soil solid particles and contractions of air within the pore spaces in the soil. The degree of compactions depend upon the nature of clay minerals, type of the exchangeable cation exchange, upon energy applied, water content, and the extent of the manipulations of the soil. Dry soil cannot be compacted to high densities due to incompressible nature of soil particles and high internal frictions. An increase in moisture content decrease the cohesions between the particle and internal frictions and facilitates compactions. With increase in soil moisture, compactions increase to a maximum, and then the decrease of the further increase in soil water. The moisture content at which maximum compaction occurs is called a protector moisture content. A compacted layer is commonly found just below the usually tilled layer of soil. This layer is termed as the plow soil. The compacted layer often a restricted root penetration and reduced water and nutrient uptake by a crops for enhancing crop growth and the management practices which are capable for preventing formation or breaking of such hard layers should be followed. Compactions of coarser texture soil is sometimes a desirable for a better seed germination and efficient utilization of water and nutrient. For engineering purpose, for the compaction impart a strength of soil for the irrigating a stable structure and reducing maintenance cost. Compaction occurring over time under a heavy load causes uneven settlement and the cracks in the pavement of or foundations. Different types of equipments are used in the compact the different textured soil. For example, kneading techniques use heavy shift foot roller is clay the and vibrating roller or hammer in the sandy soil. Soil having a swelling types of silicates clay may be compacted by the applying external presses, but again their original position upon a removal of pressure. This makes this unsuitable for the foundation's standard protector test is used to obtain optimum soil moisture, which is maximum compactions of the soil achieved. Soil strength is a measure of the capacity of the soil resist applied pressure without a deformation. Soil which are the unable to bear the applied pressure result in the collapse of engineering structure. For example, earthen dams under the pressure of in ponded water sliding of the pavement or other structure on unstable slopy lands. Strength of the cohesion soil declines under wet condition and the increasing water dry and compacted condition. There are different laboratory tests to estimate soil strength, but simplest the direct unconfirmed compressions test. Permeability. Permeability is the easy which soil allows a fluid to pass through it and help in determining movement and rotation of water, nutrient, and air. Permeability is also useful for civil engineers, for example, constructing a building on highly permeable soil requires a water proofing before laying the foundation or raising the columns. Next one is a soil air. What is a soil air? The soil air is an important as a nutrient, water, and temperature for plant growth. The composition of soil air closely related to the atmosphere. By volume of atmosphere consists of nitrogen 78.09 and oxygen 20 to 95 and smaller quantities carbon dioxide 0039, inert gas such as argon 0.93 and water vapor vibrable. The concentration of oxygen in soil air is a slightly less of 20.60 and that carbon dioxide is several times higher 0.25%. Then atmosphere has a plant roots and soil microorganisms consume oxygen and release a carbon dioxide during the respiration. Under reducing conditions, oxygen may completely be depleted and methane, hydrogen sulfide, and ammonia are formed due to a decomposition of organic soil. Soil air has a high relative humidity, which is a nearly 100% except at the surface during a summer season. Soil air is not a continuous due to a discontinuity of soil pores. The composition of soil air is however dynamic and the varies largely with the soil moisture content, degree of aeration, time of year and temperature, soil depth, root growth, microbial activity, etc. and from the place to place. Importance of a soil air. Oxygen is required for the respiration of a plant root, microbes, and the soil fauna. The carbon dioxide helps in increasing the availability of nutrient to plants. The nitrogen serves a substrate for the production of plant utilizable available nitrogen by symbiotic and non-symbiotic bacteria. Water vapor prevents the dissections of soil and the helps in improvement of water within a soil. A constant supply of oxygen is essential and its concentration should be at least 10% for a normal growth of the plant. Lack of oxygen is more injurious to plant but excess of the carbon dioxide with the reasonable limit less than 20%, and excess of the oxygen is also undesirable because it is oxides or organic matter rapidly and dries the soil quickly. Factor affecting the composition of soil air. The compositions of a soil air changes continuously due to a consumption of oxygen by root and microorganism release of carbon dioxide during a respiration and decomposition of organic matter and renewal by atmospheric air. Factor affecting the composition of soil air includes soil physical properties, crop growth, tillage practices, organic matter content, biological activity and etc. Soil physical properties such as texture, structure, porosity, bulk density, and moisture content largely control the composition of soil air. Sandy soil have a low total porosity and the size of pores is big, whereas the clay soils have a high total porosity, but the size of pores is small. The soil with a bigger pores promote rapid exchange of the gas. Then, uh, Soil with smaller pores, therefore, the composition of soil air may not exchange in sandy soil. The soil of a stable structure have a large volume of micropores greater than 0.06 mm equivalent diameter and contain of a amount of oxygen equivalent to its content in a atmospheric atmosphere. On the other hand, uh, puddled or flooded soil are higher in their the carbon dioxide content due to a limited aeration. The reduction in the volume of microscopes upon a compaction lead to increase in the carbon dioxide and decrease in oxygen. The restrictions is diffusion of gases with the increase in the soil moisture and increase the concentration of carbon dioxide in a wet soil. In waterlogged soil, gases like H2S, methane, and NH3 may accumulate that have deserved effect on a plant root since surface soil diffuse directly with the atmosphere, therefore has a relatively higher oxygen as compared to a subsoil. Thank you. Hello everyone, this is Priyansu Chopra, Assistant Professor of Chemistry and Bihar University. Today we will going to talk about a soil structure. What is a soil structure and uh, soil aggregates. So let's see what is a soil structure. Soil structure it is a particular importance in the absorption of the water and the circulation of air. A desirable structure should have a higher proportion of medium size aggregates and uh, prescribable number of and an appreciable number of the large pores through which water and air can move. Structure of both the B horizon and the A horizon is a very crucial to a proper drainage in infiltration and productivity in soil with a poor structure root penetration in limited, thus the reducing the plant's access to water and nutrients. The structure of the A horizon has received a great deal of attention because of the its relation to seedbed preparation, B horizon potential aeration, water infiltration, overall soil health. So let's see soil structure. The primary soil particles do not exit as such. Um, such in a natural condition, but the broad bonded together into a large units of aggregates, usually termed as secondary particles. These aggregates formed under a natural condition are called pads. Where an irregular shaped coherent mass of soil formed during a tillage operation is called a clod. Soil structure is defined as the arrangement of a primary and secondary soil particle in a certain structure pattern. This arrangement result in information of different sized pores. Therefore, a soil structure may also be defined as the arrangement of the various sized soil pores in certain structure pattern. So now is the important of soil structure. Soil structure influence almost all the plant growth factors like water supply, retention, aeration, availability of a plant nutrient, heat, root penetration, microbial activity, and etc. Strong aggregations decreases decrease detachability and transportability of soil particles by water and wind, and thus reduce the runoff and soil erosion. Soil structure is useful for a classification of soils. It is affected by a tillage, cultivation, and application of fertilizer, manure, lime, gypsum, and irrigation. Classifications of soil structure. Uh, Soil structure is described and classified based on the types of the type as determined by a shape and arrangement. The class as a differentiated by a size, and third one is the grade as a determined by a distinctness and the durability of pads. So types of structure based on shape and arrangement of a pad. Solid structure is classified as a simple and the compounds, and simple structure, natural cleavage, planes are absent. Simple structure is of two types: uh, simple granite and massive. In single granite structure, particles are completely unattached to each other, as in case of a loose sand. And while in a massive structure, particles are the bonded in a large cohesion, non-structured mass. In case of a surface crust, plow, pane, and the clay pan. In compound structure, natural cleavage planes are visible with a naked eyes. This shape are individual paired and described according to relative length and vertical and horizontal axis by a shape and their edges. Compound structure is four types of depending upon a shape and their characteristics, like first one, types of compound soil structure and their characteristics. Type one is a blocky all the shape and characteristics of a blocky, all the three dimensional of a pads are of about same size, providing a shape of a block having a flat and rounded face. These pads are further divided into a angular blocky and the subangular blocky. In the former face are flat and the edges and corner are sharp, while in the latter face and the edges are mainly rounded. The blocky structure usually found in a B horizon and promotes good drainage, aeration, and root penetration. Second one is a prismatic. The pads are analogate more in vertical than in a horizontal direction. Given a column-like shape, vertical cleavage planes are the predominant. When the top of pads are relatively angular and flat, is called a prismatic. And when rounded it is called a columnar. Prismatic structure commonly occurs in subsurface horizon in a arid and semi-arid region, and poorly drained soil of a humid region having a swelling type of clay. Horizontal axis is a longer than a vertical axis, resulting the plate-like appearance. Horizontal cleavage planes are predominant. When the pad are s- thick, they are called platy, and when thin are called laminar. Platy structure is often inherited from a parent material and may also be formed due to a compaction of a clay soil by a heavy machinery. Plate structure restricted infiltration and percolation and aeration soil. Spherical pits are roughly spherical and granular and subdivided into a granular and crumbs. Granular structure is less porous than the thumb due to a low organic matter content. Spherical structure formed by a biotic activity in surface horizon and promotes infiltration, percolation, aeration, and root penetration in soil. Classes of soil structure on the basis of size aggregates. Each type of soil structure is further subdivided into five classes. The size of aggregates is a certainer of quantitative classifications of soil structure. Chorus and sand size aggregates are more favorable for plant growth and very smaller or very large aggregates. So grade of soil structure. Grades of soil structure. It is a qualitative means of the classification of soil structure. Qualitative means of classification of soil structure. Grades of soil structure are the identified on the basis of the stability of the grades. Stability of a grades refers to their resistance to dis- disruption by impact of raindrops under a submerged condition. It is influenced by a moisture content amount and type of clay and nature of the adsorbed cation and organic matter content of a soil. High moisture content, colonite clay, developed cations and high organic matter content make the aggregates relatively soft. Three structure grades have been identified as a weak, moderate, and strong. So